Ken, Kenny, how's everything? How you doing?
I'm great. Yes.
Something that I revered about you during the press conference. You admit that you have the respect for Errol Spence outside of the,
Absolutely.
and but do you feel like just the, I guess starting the press conference, things have escalated between like Spence and
Yeah, it
Porter?
escalated. And some people seem to feel like they need to take it to that level in order for people to maybe respect them or believe in what they're saying. And Sean isn't that type of person. But I noticed Sean got a little rah-rah with it as well. But that's what makes a great promotion. You know what I mean? But I can easily say to you that I said, hey, Errol, come here. And he came right over. And I said, Errol, why don't you go ahead and sign this? And he said, they're going to auction it off. I said, no, I'm going to make sure you get one. See, my connection that I have with him, it doesn't matter. Boxing will come and boxing will go. The connection I have with him when this is over with, he's still mine. You know what I mean? He said that on TV. I love your dad. We've traveled to Russia together. I was his head coach. Ukraine together. I was his head coach. Azerbaijan, which is a country that sits on the Caspian Sea between Russia and Iran. We done been all over the world together. So you can't take that away. It just so happens that he's fighting my fighter. Exactly.
In terms In terms of this unification bout, we know that Sean was once an IBF champion, and one of the duties of becoming IBF champion is the second day weigh-in. We've seen some unifications like Jacobs Canelo, where they had a second day weigh-in, even though it was a unification bout. Is that in part of the deal too? Is there a second day weigh-in for Porter?
That hasn't come to play. That hasn't come out yet. That's not a problem for us. We don't have a problem doing that because when we were IBF, we did that. So it's like a 10-pound radius, not a problem, never has been. When your mind is made up on what you want to do and what you need to do, you put the needs before the wants, and you complete that task. So we'll be ready for that.
In terms of the pay-per-view buys, yes. Sean Porter did say that he thinks Spence Porter is going to do more than Spence Garcia. And Kenny Porter's perfect world, reality, how many numbers you think this fight could generate?
You know what? I haven't looked at that. I don't know what numbers it could generate, but I'll be honest with you. From a standpoint of that promotion, the person that Errol was fighting, in the city that they were fighting in the Dallas Cowboy Stadium, that's a lot to try to duplicate. So, Sean is being ambitious, and I ain't got no problem with that. I'm going to be more realistic and say that it's just going to be the fight of the year, and it's going to be a great fight. And I know it's going to be fight of the year. And I know it's going to be a great fight. And I know that Errol is going to give it 1,000%. Sean's going to give it 1,000%. And at the end of the night, we're going to let it go where it go. But I know we could be fighting right now. He's already trained for 8 weeks. And he's in top condition, So when we were training, we were in good condition. Then we got to great condition. Then it was excellent condition. And then we were getting ready to be in that fight week condition. And I said, no, I don't want you there yet. Go take a little vacation. He didn't want to do it. I made him go somewhere, and he chilled for about a week. But he only stayed in Hawaii 2 days. So my confidence level is here going into this because where we starting at, we're starting at 100. He's starting at 0.
One thing that is one of the damages in boxing is that when a fighter loses, people kind of want to reiterate, oh, he lost, so he's not a good fighter no more. And Sean, when he lost to Thurman, Kell Brook, they were close fights. So I think some people discredit his resume. I think if I had to name 2 names right now, welterweight, Thurman and Porter has the 2 best resumes at 147. I don't know if you agree with me.
I greatly appreciate that, and I'll say this. It took me about 6 months to watch the Keith Thurman fight. When I did, I went and woke Sean up. It's about 2 o'clock in the morning. I said, you kick Keith's ass. I'm Sean's hardest critic, okay? I said, you kick Keith's ass. As far as the Kell Brook fight, there's no way you can tell me that we could have went to England and held Kell Brook and not got disqualified. But Kell Brook was allowed to hold us all night here. So you can make that out to whatever you want it to be. Remind Errol that when he was in England, because I was there with him in the press conference, remind him that he told Kell Brook to his face, Sean Porter beat you, all you do was hold him all night. He told Kell Brook that. So now that it's Sean you're going up against, he probably got amnesia about that, but remind him of that. Yeah.
Kenny, I wanted to personally ask you this because Sean Porter has been in the ring with Adrian Broner and Keith Thurman. Freddie Roach mentioned that he thinks Adrian Broner is a better fighter than Keith Thurman. Now, you've been in Sean Porter as a team, been in the ring with both. Do you agree with that statement, or if you had to make a counter argument?
No, at one time, Adrian's talent was very, very, very high. And then I believe some of the things that went on outside of the boxing ring took away from that. So no. Keith Thurman is definitely one of the most talented fighters, and I picked Keith to win this fight. I am a Manny Pacquiao fan. I'm definitely a Freddie Roach fan, but I see Keith as being the kind of guy, and I've watched him. He gets ahead 4-5 rounds in, and he's going to change the whole complexion of the fight. And Manny may not be able to deal with that because Keith is now moving away from him. If he gets ahead, he's going to protect that lead.
Thank you, Kenny.